This is a video where I start a small business from zero and share my journey with you. In this video, I will explain how I'm going to start a small business and achieve a goal of $10,000 of revenue until the end of the year. I'm going to explain you how to start a small business with less than $100 and make it your full-time job with good income. This is the first video, so I'm going to explain everything to you. What line of business I ended up with, what my plan is going to be, my product and my strategy. It's going to be a series of videos because I want to record the process of developing the business from scratch and different steps during that journey. You are in the Cryptozis channel where I speak about investments, crypto and business, and let's get started. First, let's make it clear. I'm going to open a real business that will sell physical product in real life, but I'm not going to limit my business with online only. We are going to open a website, different social media accounts, and we are going to start growing offline, and then with time our goal is going to be sell offline and online and make strong partnerships. All advices you can apply for your online store or a small physical business. You can repeat my steps and ask questions in our Discord community. The first step is to decide what are you going to sell. Are you going to sell clothes? Are you going to do drop shipping? Are you going to sell courses? Are you going to sell something physical? Decide what are you going to sell, and in my opinion it doesn't matter. You need to understand what you are selling. If you are good at drawing people, then you sell art. If you like cars and understand everything about them, then you sell cars or cars related services. It literally doesn't matter, and don't try to find popular products that will go viral, will be best sellers of all time and will make you rich. The odds to find that product are not in your favor, and not only the odds you need to account for. Behind all those products there are several marketing campaigns before they go viral, so you do need to have basic understandings of marketing at least. Focus on a product that you understand, like, and you know that you can be best of the best. Let's speak about the product and the idea I had. The situation is that my mom has been running a candle business for over 2 years, and the business is still very small and moving very slowly. So she doesn't have clients on Instagram or other social media platforms, only in real life, and almost all the time the clients are just friends. That's a pretty common situation for small businesses, and I, with my smart brain, think that I can get this business to the next level. You can ask me why I chose candles and why not something more manly like cars or maybe clothes, and my answer is going to be really simple. First, I can help my mom and help the business so she can keep working on it after. That's already a strong point, but that's not all. Second, I don't need to work my ass off making those candles when we are going to have hundreds of clients every week, because my mom will be making them. I'm going to be responsible for more meaningful things like strategy, product quality, marketing, clients, etc. I won't be making candles by myself because I'm also trying to grow in other niches like crypto, so I need free time. Third, my mom and I already know a lot about candles, so I already have experience with where to buy materials, how to make them, how to optimize, etc. I probably won't make beginners mistakes. And the fourth is that candles are not a one-time product. I don't like to run a business with the idea of a one-time product, because you cannot have a database of clients that are loyal to you. No, they buy one product and they disappear. And I want my clients to feel special. I want them to return to us and buy more and more products. If your idea is a one-time product, it doesn't mean that it's bad. You can offer one-time services, it's okay, but I myself like to focus on selling a good product or making a good service and get the client's loyalty. If the client likes my product, he will buy from me one more time, and after that more and more times, and even more he will recommend my product to others. And here what is very important is the quality of your product. When you choose the product you are going to sell, you need to make sure you are doing it very good. If you want clients to get back to you and recommend you, you need to offer hell of a good product. There is no better marketing than people talking about you and recommending you to others. That means you're already on your path to success. And you want to know why does it matter so much? I can give you a real example of my life. Sometimes my girlfriend and I go out for a dinner in new restaurants that are more expensive than a normal dinner. When we try the food, it's nothing special and even tastes bad. It literally doesn't compensate the price. And I would like to tell the owners, you invested thousands of dollars in a restaurant, you have a reputation, you have clients, workers, products with a good quality, and you can make a good food. I just cannot understand. Sometimes I think that the food on a menu doesn't go for some approval of the team or evaluation. They just put it on a menu and that's all. And the truth is that we are not going to be back on that restaurant anymore, not even recommend it to anyone. One simple mistake can ruin the whole investment plan. That's why the quality is so important. People are ready to pay more for better quality, but you need to correspond to that quality. So make sure the product you are selling has a good quality, and if you had to buy the similar product, you would choose your brand to buy it from and not your competitors. Next step is calculating the production and final price, and that one is very important because you need to make a good research in your competitors and also understand the production cost per one unit. I will show you the calculations based on my example and on my business, but you can easily make the same calculations for your product. In candles business, there are types of candles we are going to sell. The ones that are decorative candles, mostly they are made in shape, and the ones in solid forms you use to burn. We are going to make those two types, but since they are different, the cost of producing them is going to be different too. For the candles in shape, we need to order shapes, and we do it on Temu. They ship between $2 and $20. It depends on the size of the candles. Those shapes take about 2 to 3 weeks to be delivered, and they also have a time limit. So if you have 100 orders for one shape, it's not going to survive it. Each time we make a candle, the shape gets worse. For candles in solid forms, we need to buy solid forms, and that's more expensive because one solid form is for one candle only, and the price is about $2-3 each, which is already high. But candles in solid forms are better because clients will burn them and return to us for more, while decorative candles will just decorate the room and nothing else. In my business, I will have two types of candles. So two products, and inside those two products I will have best sellers, I will have products with higher margin, I will have candles to offer for birthday or give as a gift. All those are going to be inside those two categories. Next, very important, is the quality and type of wax to make our product. The wax we chose is natural soy wax because it's nature friendly and it's not bad for your health, so people can burn those candles with no problem and no preoccupations. We shipped 15 kilograms of wax from Spain, which had a cost about $100. And here I would like to speak about buying in large amounts and thinking that your business needs $5,000 to start it. Many people think that to start a business you need to have a big amount of money, but it isn't true. You can use only $100 to start a business. Just buy a small amount of materials to make your product. Don't overthink and don't invest thousands to sell the products to your imaginary clients. When you start to have your first clients, and only then you can buy more materials with the profit you got. And I'm telling you that because most people don't start their business and they keep waiting for months and saving money, and one day they just buy tons of products they don't need, and after a few weeks they realize they don't have clients or they don't even like to manage a business at all. Wouldn't it be better to start small, feel how it tastes to be a small business owner, and then with the profit you got, start reinvesting it? You just keep reinvesting until you get bigger and bigger. It's like a snowball. And remember, 9 of 10 small businesses fail. Now let me show you how to calculate the production price. I will show you on my example. So how much it would cost to make a candle and how much profit we will make with it. We need to set up the price of each candle and calculate the revenue for different types of products. Since we have tons of shapes and different candles, it's going to be very long to explain how much the profit of each one is, because the profit and the cost are going to depend on the candle size and weight. Let's start with the wax. The price of wax we bought cost €6 per 1 kilogram. A candle that is made from a shape, let's say Santa Claus or Christmas tree, on average has about 70 grams. 0.07 multiplied by 6 equals 0.42. So we are going to spend on average 42 cents on wax. Then we need to buy fragrance, which is very important for product quality. 100 milliliters cost €11.99 and each candle requires 5% of the total weight. So we are going to spend an additional 42 cents on fragrances. There is a way to buy like 40% cheaper in large amounts, but as I told you earlier, first we need to get more orders and only then buy a lot of products. Then adding wicks and stickers will cost about 5 cents on each candle. Besides materials to ship an order, we need to pack it. The package price is about 90 cents. So adding all those amounts, the price to make a small shape candle is about €1.79, and we are going to sell it for €8. Of course, it's going to depend on the shape and weight, but the math is simple. From each candle, we should be able to make about 200% net profit. And now I will create an Excel spreadsheet with production cost and profit of each candle. Since it's going to be a long work, I will share it all on my Discord server and on my Twitter account. So that's how you calculate your production price. It's going to depend on your product and how many materials you need to buy, but you definitely need to understand how much it will cost you to produce one unit in your line of business. And if you see that your production price is high, then try to find different companies to buy materials from. Otherwise, you won't be able to add 200% net profit. Next, we need to set up the price of the product. And how do you know the perfect price for your niche? First, what you should do is make a research on internet and Instagram with your product. Take a look at similar products and how much they cost in average. If you see that your price is double than that, then maybe you are doing something wrong. But if you can sell for the same price and keep the high quality, then you are moving in the right direction. And that's important. Don't save a few cents on quality. If you can make a better product from your competitors, that's a strong plus. For my case, I made a small research on the internet about candles. I went to check prices on Instagram and in different stores, and the cost is between 8 and can go up to 35 euro per candle. Since it's a handmade, the price is high, but I probably wouldn't pay 35 euro per candle because for me it's expensive. But someone buys, and if we can offer a little cheaper and better quality, or at least at the same level, I would be satisfied with it. If we cannot do it, then we need to kick those businesses with a marketing campaign and make our business visible. But how are we going to sell our product? That's the most important one. We can make our product perfect, cheap, but we need to get clients, and no, we won't spend hundreds of dollars on advertising. For small business, there isn't much to do. It's really difficult to get clients in a small business with low budget, and if you want to do it, you need consistency. The strategy I recommend you is create an Instagram, TikTok, and Pinterest page and make a lot of reels every day. For a small business to survive among big companies and already successful stores, social media are the only way to do it. You can go viral within a few videos and be successful, and even if you don't go viral, hard work with consistency will pay off. In my case, we don't have a couple of thousand to invest, so what we are going to do is create good content and then post it every single day. And if we have enough time, we are going to post it 2 times a day. Christmas is 2 months from now, so we don't have enough time to make a lot of orders. My goal is to get $10,000 in revenue until the end of this year. Since we get about 5-10 euros per candle, we need to sell about 1,000 candles. It can look like a big amount, but during Christmas people are like crazy buying gifts for loved ones. My girlfriend and I had a small business of frames with dried flowers, and our first Christmas was really crazy. I think we shipped about 100 orders and we didn't make reels. We just bought some Instagram influencers and that's all. But then we closed the business because we didn't have time to do it, so 9 of 10 small businesses closed. That was our case. But I think if we dedicate enough time and make good content, we can deliver 1,000 candles until the end of this year. Christmas is the best season to start making your business. I often see businesses that just start selling on Christmas and then after New Year's Eve they close, wait until February 14, open, then close and wait until the December. And I know why, because getting orders in no season is really difficult, because you need to find clients and make them buy your product in time ways they don't need it. It's not easy, but that's why you need consistency. Next, decide your target. Who is your target? Are you going to sell for men or women? What is their age? Where do they live? What social media platforms they use? You need to have answers to those questions because it will determine where are you going to make your content and in the future buy advertising. For our business, our target are going to be people who want to make a gift for a loved one, people who like candles and just want one for themselves to light it and feel cozy. And we also are going to make candles for weddings or special events, because in those cases we could have an order for 100 candles at one time, and it could be a really big sale if we can find those clients. Then besides B2C, we are going to try and work B2B, business to business. We are going to try and sell our candles to small flower stores for a cheaper price if they buy in bundles. B2B is a good way to create hundreds of orders every week without the need of speaking directly to the client. The goal will be to make a few partnerships with some stores and create a flow of orders until the end of this year. Next step is creating a website. That's a very important step for your business. A business that has a website already looks professional in eyes of a client. All you need is make some free time and learn how to create a website. On YouTube, there are plenty of videos how to do it with Shopify, for example. Almost every business builds a website with Shopify. Buy domain, connect payments, and that's all. Work is done. What I need for my business is a professional website with connected payments and automatic orders. I don't want our customers to spend time messaging us. I want them to open the website, select a candle, pay and receive their order in a few days. That's all. I don't want clients to message us on Instagram and wait hours for an answer. The customer's journey needs to be as short as possible, so they don't spend too much time and make tons of clicks to make an order. That's obvious, and everyone knows that if you need to message or do tons of clicks before an order, you probably won't complete your order. The website needs to be done as fast as possible, because if we start making a lot of reels and they go viral, people will want to order, and for that we need a website, so we can't waste time. So what is the plan for my real business development? Step by step. First, I need to do research on Instagram and check tons of reels. I need ideas to make our reels and also ideas for pictures. So I'm going to procrastinate a little bit and bookmark good ideas. And then I'm going to try and repeat them with our candles. Second step is organizing our Instagram page. Since you don't have a website yet, at least Instagram should be ready for orders. I will create images with information about prices, shipping, smells we have, and other things. Everything needs to be ready for a client. That's going to be second step. After that, the third step is to create reels. Create. We need to make tons of them and post every single day. No excuses. So I'm going to create like 4 or 5 reels in a day and then post them. In that case, I don't have to create reels every day, because if I do it in one day, I can optimize my time and do something else. Reels are going to contain a small video of candles. In some of them I will show the process, some will contain SMR, etc. So I'm going to try and film all the viral ideas we could have. The fourth step is a website. The website will be in development during all 3 steps, but after we start making reels, the website should be already in a final phase. The fifth step is to make the business legal. As far as I know, we won't be able to connect payment through Shopify if we don't make our business legal. So I need to speak to someone else and learn more about how it works. Because if you want to ship 1000 candles, we cannot do it without receipt, and it also will affect our price. And now let me answer the question of why the goal is $10,000 in revenue until the end of the year. Because next year I want to open the flower shop where we will sell flowers and candles, and to do it we need to have about 7,000 to 8,000 euros. Not if, but when we achieve that amount, I will be sharing all the information about opening a real store and how much it profits here on my channel and Twitter account. I want to record the whole process from scratch. Every step of it, what difficulties could we face, how to find a good spot for your store, mistakes I made, so every step of it. That's going to be my plan to create a successful business. We are going to start with a phone in investment less than $100 and grow the business that will generate passive income for months and years. Candles and flowers could not be one of the easiest business to develop. We are not talking about food, which is easier to have clients, not about a specific service or about a coffee shop, because for those businesses the strategy to develop them could be different, but each business is different and you need to adapt for your niche, and I need to adapt for my niche. And also I want to remember you, I want to work alone. I will help my family starting a real business that my parents can grow and keep working on it. I will be responsible for marketing and strategies. So I believe in myself, and I believe that we are going to do it and achieve a goal of $10,000. Stay with me, follow my channel, join our Discord community, and let's get rich together. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.